Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before starting, subscribe and like the videos, it really helps a lot. The content from this video are taken from the web novel and manga series of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Now please enjoy the video.
Side chapter. Doll research and master-servant relationship. Around the time when Nanahoshi was troubled and Zenoba settled it, he had actually explained one secret of the doll a while back. This happened about a week earlier, before Nanahoshi went berserk. Part 1, Shisho. Take a look at this. That day, when he entered the research lab, Zenoba was happily carrying a box. His expression was many times more boastful than usual. What's this? It's the arm of that doll from the other day. Zenoba put the box on the table and took out the contents wrapped in cloth. When the cloth was unwrapped, just like Zenoba said, there was an arm of a doll. However, it looked as if it was cut into round slices like sweet bean jelly. I saw there was a joint on the portion where the paint wore off, so when I split it thinking that was the case, it became like this. Zenoba showed me the cross sections of the arm. A pattern like a QR code was compactly written on there. It's a magic circle. It's completely different from what Nanahoshi draws. It's a mysterious pattern. That were different patterns on the cross-section parts. The back and the front. The patterns were slightly different. Even though they were part of the same joint, they were not the same. I see, the magic circle was compacted even at the arm. It's interesting that it differs at the surface joints. It's like seeing the cross-section of meat. Like a vivid view of a human body cut into round slices. Still, I didn't realize there were joints to this. Even I wouldn't have realized this if the paint wasn't falling off. I see. Zenoba seemed very excited at making such an important discovery. I am rather calm myself. I knew that it couldn't move without applying some special craft to it. I see, with that many magic inscriptions written, it can only move so little. Oh? Shisho, do you understand these magic inscriptions? Nope, not a clue. These magic circles, they were only meant to move the arm. Or rather, if those inscriptions weren't written on the arm, it couldn't be controlled? Or was it something else? I wouldn't know unless we researched it. In any case, this doll was loitering inside the house in the middle of the night, going around and cleaning. If it found enemies, it would go and eliminate them. Once it finished cleaning, it would return to the charging station to recharge. It had that sort of function. Even a Roomba didn't have that kind of efficiency. To have an ability like exterminating enemies, that's already like a roach motel. It's not like the doll was completed merely by scribbling inscriptions on its head and body. I don't want to make a Roomba. I want to make a moving doll. I want to see one in action. If I can make one that moves, it will sell well. I can probably sell it for a pretty high price. No, it's not like I want a large sum of money. I like money as much as anyone, but even if I have a lot of it, it's wasted on someone like me. Although it's a different story, if I was to make a doll that could restore the honor of the supered race. That was one of my dreams. Another dream was of having a maid robot. There must be a magic circle to control the movement in the head or torso. If you locate it, please, break it carefully. Yes, Shisho. Zenoba nodded and wrapped the pieces of the arm and placed it back into the box. Part 2. Thus, with that kind of discovery, Zenoba came up with a theory. With that theory in mind, he helped Nanahoshi complete her layered magic inscription. Even though she was about to give up, she successfully summoned something from another world. I am sure I can complete my maid robot soon. That reality is not far away. Knocked once, and then I entered into Zenoba's lab. There was a girl standing there acting as the gatekeeper. Although not a beautiful woman, it was a woman that I recognized. Ooh, Ginger-san, it's been a while. She had eyed me with suspicion, but when I greeted her, she bowed her head with a straight face. If it isn't Sir Rudeus. It's been a while. A former knight of Sharon, and a bodyguard of the third Prince Zenoba, Ginger York. How nostalgic. I had thought about greeting you at least once, but it's been a little hectic. Not a problem. In fact, I apologize. I had not thanked you for guarding my sisters without compensation. Thanks to Aisha Dono, our trip was very quick. That is already my compensation. Ginger waved me in, and I entered the lab. Zenoba and Julie were working as usual. Zenoba was transcribing the magic circles, and Julie was chiseling a figurine. In any case, Julie seemed to be nearly finished, so I went to take a look. How is it? Yes, it's almost complete, Grandmaster. What do you think? This Sonoba doll is pretty good. But doesn't he look a bit too attractive? Master is cool. Yup. She's still unrefined, but she's got good taste. She has been learning quickly. Sonoba was taking a bit more time. When I looked, Ginger was suddenly looking at me. What is it, Ginger-san? No, it's nothing, just that. You seem to have grown a lot. The last time we met was about 4 years ago, I think. Of course I've grown. Recently, I felt that many people have said that I looked cool. Doesn't seem like I can casually raise kids in that scenario. Come to think of it, what will you do from now on, Ginger-san? I am thinking of staying by Zenoba's side. So you mean to go back to being his guard? Yes, since I have completed my mission. The mission of guarding Lilia and Aisha. She was loyal in protecting the both of them, for a mission that spanned many years. What admirable loyalty. Zenoba should reward this lady more. A blessing and duty. Zenoba, shouldn't you give her some kind of reward? No, Rudeus Dono, I am. You're right. Ginger, is there anything that you want? Zenoba asked that question. Ginger stared in puzzlement. Surely, she had not received anything from Zenoba up till now. She thought for a moment, then knelt on one knee with her head bowed down. Then, she spoke. In that case, please allow me to educate Julie. While she is the disciple of Sir Rudeus, to have her work for Zenoba may be slightly rude. Very well, I give you permission. Yes. Thank you very much. Permission to teach, huh? Different from what I expected. In the end, it's all for Zenoba's sake, no? No, it may be that slaves were not meant to receive higher quality education. Humans ate the fruit of wisdom and were chased out from the Garden of Eden. Before obtaining wisdom, human beings were happy-go-lucky and did not have any doubts. To a ruler, it's good that people under them remained stupid. That's why slaves don't receive education. The risk of rebellion would increase. Although in exchange, their productivity also increases. Well, it's fine. It would be troubling if she were to demand a plot of land. I don't hate a loyal relationship where one doesn't ask for much. Now, let's talk about the research. How's it going? I'm thinking of starting on the feet next. I was just thinking that as well, but wouldn't it be better to research the inscriptions on the arms thoroughly before starting the feet? Once you break it apart, you can't put it back together. Yeah, you're right. If we show this to Cliff Senpai or Nanahoshi, they might know something. Zenoba and I started to disassemble the second arm. Suddenly, Ginger was standing next to me. Looking at her, she showed an expression of wanting to say something. What is it? Rudeus Dono. Even if Zenoba may be comfortable, he's still Sharon royalty. No matter what kind of master-servant relationship you guys have, isn't it impolite to ask in that manner? Impolite. Come to think of it, I've been speaking to Zenoba in a casual manner today. Normally, I think of speaking using honorifics. But after speaking with Aisha a few days back, I might have relaxed my awareness a bit. As a retainer, to hear such impolite words directed at her master, she would probably feel irritated. It can't be helped. Guess I'll use honorifics when I am in front of Ginger. You're right, I apologize. I've been careless and spoiled by Zenoba's goodwill. When I said that, Zenoba moved. Gingerrrrrrr. Zenoba grabbed Ginger's neck. She was lifted up and pushed against the wall. It made a loud thudding noise. Julie was surprised and stopped moving her hands. You bastard. Even though Shisho has opened his heart towards me. What are you saying? Apologize. Apologize to Shisho right now. Goo, uughh. Ginger was in pain. Hey. Hey, she's seriously being choked. This is overdoing it. Zenoba. Zenoba. Let her go. When I shouted, Zenoba released his hands. Ginger's neck showed Zenoba's grip marks very clearly. She tried grasping at her neck, and her pale face grimaced at the pain. She couldn't lift her hands. It seems when she was pushed up against the wall her shoulder bones had broken. I immediately chanted healing magic and healed her wounds. Ginger knelt in front of me and bowed her head. Cough, cough, Rudeus Dono, I apologize. She apologized to me. Even more so, after being strangled, I couldn't endure this feeling. You're apologizing to me, isn't this wrong? Ginger shouldn't be blamed for this. I turned to Zenoba. Zenoba, are you an idiot? Huh, but Shisho, she selfishly said those things without any regard to our relationship. Even so, just words would have sufficed. Ginger had served for a long time. She had protected my family for 4 years in foreign lands. She came all the way back here despite suffering hardships during those years. However, with just one word of impoliteness, her throat was crushed, and her shoulders were broken. This was too cruel. I treasure the fact that he and I get along. It even makes me very happy. However, he shouldn't make light of a woman who has remained faithful all this time. No, Rudeus Dono, it's fine. Although I had not seen him for a while, Zenoba has grown up splendidly. I am not upset at all. Ginger said that with a straight face. Huh? Was I wrong? I had thought she should have been rewarded more. Was I thoughtless in saying that? Zenoba. Yes, Shisho. I think that you're a great friend. When I said that, Zenoba's face lit up. However, Ginger has protected my family. Ever since we had parted, for the past 4 years, she has always looked over them. She's someone I am indebted to. Please don't make light of that. I understand, Shisho. Ginger, I apologize. Zenoba made a meek face and nodded. However, Ginger spoke. No, Sir Zenoba. Those words are unnecessary. As I've sworn allegiance to you with my entire being, I will not be discontent even if I were to die. I apologize for my impertinence. With Ginger's formal attitude, I can no longer say anything. So this is another form of a master-servant relationship. If Zenoba was wrong, should I give advice properly? No, it's fine. It's not something I should be worried about. As I don't know the common sense of Sherwon's hierarchy, I would just be making a mess of things if I were to cut into this. Part 3. Putting aside Ginger and Zenoba's relationship, the research on the autonomous doll was going well. Now, although I said to focus on the arms, you can proceed at your own discretion. No, let's go with Shisho's plan. Rather than breaking it apart and reassembling it, it would be safer to recreate the same arm. Thus, it was decided that we analyze the arm. I should get Cliff and Nanahoshi to help out as well. Otherwise, Zenoba would probably proceed by himself. Although I wanted to meddle around a bit, it seems like he can handle it himself, so there's no need. Please leave it to me. It seems that I am becoming quite talented at this. Oh, is that so? Yes, even though I surprised myself, recently, I've been enlightened every day. Doing his favorite research all day long. Next to him is a doll-making specialist. So to him, it must be his ideal everyday life. However, what will happen after he graduates? Will he be settling down here? Well, that's not for me to decide. Even if one of Zenoba's reasons to do so was me. Well, keep it up, I'll come by again. I'll be waiting for you. Please treat Ginger gently. Of course. With that exchange, I left the laboratory. Thus, the research on the doll continued.
That's it guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want more and don't forget to like the videos.